Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little update on a few plants. I did a garden tour a little while back, and in that video there was a part where I said there's a few plants that must survive at all costs, so I want to do an update on those plants specifically. So there's three plants that I want to focus on in this video. The first one here are peanuts, and I got these from Sapper Gardener, Essayon's Family Garden. And I've got a couple of them growing out here, but I don't see any signs of flowering or peanuts, anything like that whatsoever. I'm watering them. I haven't given up on them. Maybe they'll be a late bloomer, but I know there's a few things that have been a bust this year. Hopefully this isn't one of them. Maybe it'll be a late bloomer, I hope. But I don't have high hopes that this is gonna produce much. On the bright side, I didn't plant everything that I was sent. I still have a few peanuts that I can plant, so I'll give it a round two next year. Plant what I have left and keep my fingers crossed and hope that I have better luck next time around. So that's where I'm at with the peanuts. Fingers crossed. Hopefully something comes about. Over here, these are Carolina Reapers, and I got these from CB. And I've got 3 of them out here in the garden, and there are a bunch of little teeny like flowers on them. I mean, there's signs of stuff growing, you know, like right here where my thumb is. There's signs of stuff, but there's nothing really showing. And, you know, I've heard, my sister lives like 20 minutes down the hill. She's had terrible luck with peppers. My wife's talked to a few people at work. They've had bad luck with peppers. We've got a neighbor that hasn't had any luck with them. So I don't know what's going on this year, but peppers are kind of been problematic. So I've got these ones out here, and I've also got the Carolina Reapers up here because this was supposed to be the safe haven in case there were any problems out in the garden. There really aren't any problems out in the garden, but what I do have are problems up here where I wasn't supposed to have any. I've been fighting aphids up here. All 3 of these plants have had aphids, and I've been hosing these plants down like every day for a while. I feel like I finally almost got the battle won. There's still, I know there's still some aphids on there underneath the plant, underneath the leaves and stuff. The more I look, you know, they're there, but I've almost got it. Now, what I've got now, so I've almost got the aphids under control. This plant here in particular, I came out a couple nights ago and I found a hornworm on it, tomato worm, and it's the one and only tomato worm I've seen like all year, and it just happened to be on a pepper plant. So that tomato worm did some damage to this plant, but it's regrouped pretty well. I think it's recovered really good actually. Now, CB left me a comment the other day like, hey, what's up with the peppers? And I'll tell you what, when he left me that comment, CB, Renee, I know you guys are wondering what's going on here. When you left me that comment about the peppers, I literally had like two peppers like this, and this was like 2-3 days ago. I only had like 2 or 3 of these, and now that guy's shown up, or anyway, that one's doing pretty well. I've got that pepper, but still, I only have like a handful of these. I can count them all on 2 fingers, on 2 hands. I've got less than 10 peppers going out here, easy. But really, all I need is one. Just need one that gives me a bunch of seeds, and I would like to try one. So hopefully, a couple of these will produce, will come to ripen. But anyway, I'm struggling with these, but they are hanging on by a thread. They're starting to produce something, so hopefully, I don't know, maybe another month or so I'll actually have something viable. But I really want these to survive, you know. I want everything to survive that somebody has sent me, because it's like, you know, people bestowed a blessing upon me, and I don't want to neglect that. So I really value all the seeds that everybody sent me, and I want to make it work. I want to grow these things that people have sent me. Now over here, these are Kiwanos that I was sent by Papa Pepper. And these have been a struggle too. I don't know what to think about it. You know, when it comes to those peppers, when it comes to these Kiwanos, I have like given them all kinds of like fish water. When I come in here to the aquaponics, sorry about the fast movement. So when I come in here to the aquaponics every day in my filter, I take that cloth filter right there, I rinse it out, and I take all the water that's from that, put it in a bucket, and then I dump it out here. So these Carolina Reapers, these Kiwanos, these plants have gotten some super good fish nutrient water. So what I do have for a Kiwano, I mean, these Papa Pepper like had hundreds of these things growing on one plant. I've got, what do I got? 3 of them out here, and this one's like, I think it's pretty much ready to, almost ready. It's turning color. It's supposed to be like orange, and there's a little bit of orange is starting to show, but I still think that's got some time to go. That's my most viable one at the moment. And then literally like maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, these ones in here started showing up. So I was really like giving up all hope on this one, and then I got 1, 2, I got a 3rd one in there. So you know what, if I can taste one of them and get seeds to keep going, I'll be happy with that. When it comes to the Kiwanos, when it comes to the peppers, that's really all I'm asking for at this point this year. So all in all, I've really had a good year when it comes to the garden. The funny thing is the plants that I wanted to produce, that I wanted to survive the most, are the ones that I've struggled with the hardest. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, there's my update, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Catch you soon.